Okay, I saw some scary, spooky bullshit the other night. It was called The Monster. And this is a movie about a monster. There's no false advertising in this one. It's called The Monster, and that's all it is. It's just a movie about a monster. If sharks were monsters, then Jaws would be called The Monster. But sharks are not monsters, they're just misunderstood. Tell that to the guy getting eaten by a shark there, you know what I mean? Ah, fuck them. Fuck sharks. They don't even have brains. If they did, they'd walk on land like people. Fuck sharks. I don't even like them. Nah, sharks are okay. But not Jaws, though. He's an asshole. He eats people. Does Jaws, like, come back from the dead in the sequels, or is it just a different shark? I don't think anyone's ever seen the sequels to Jaws. I don't know what the hell happens. They could, like, bring him back as a cyborg for all I know. But anyways, I'm not talking about Jaws. I'm talking about The Monster. It's a totally different movie. It has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Okay, The Monster. This is a movie about a mother and a little girl. And she's driving the girl to her dad's house. The premise of the movie is that. It's what I just said. But then there's a monster. Who saw that shit coming? People who saw the title of the movie and nobody else. So if you're the kind of guy who likes to walk into the movie theater wearing a blindfold, then you might have been awfully shocked once you found out that a monster was lurking in the midst. If you're the kind of guy who likes to turn around and face the wall and, like, butt dial the remote on Netflix to pick a random movie. What the fuck am I talking about? What am I doing? Help! Okay, enough fucking around, because this was actually a good movie, and I'm being stupid about it, which is gonna make nobody want to see it. So this mother and this daughter, they don't get along. And it's all the mom's fault. She's very bad. She is like a terrible parent, almost a comically terrible parent. But anyways, this dysfunctional ass woman driving her daughter late at night, and something fucking happens. I think they blow a tire out, or they stall, or something. I don't fucking know. But anyways, they're on the road in the night with the forest and the trees, and that's when the monster shows up. And what are you gonna do then? They call like a tow truck guy. The tow truck guy gets eaten, and this monster, it was a pretty cool design. It looked like a Venom dog. Like Venom, if the symbiote bonded with a big dog. It had it was basically like a very bestial creature. Like, even though it was called the monster, you could almost believe that this thing was really living in the forest, because it just looks like a big scary animal with big fangs and it's gonna rip you apart and kill you. He's just a big buff dog. He's a dog who lifts. And he's gonna fuck him up. And the whole movie is this really tense situation of this mother and this daughter who do not like each other, having to stay alive whilst being stalked and attacked by this big scary monster dog, and in the process of trying to survive this ordeal, sort of reconciling with each other and learning that they do care about each other. And it's like there's like a real emotional center to this movie, and that's where the scary part comes in, because you gotta, it's a movie is scarier when you give a shit about the characters, and you definitely give a shit about the girl, because throughout the movie it shows you the flashbacks to her horrific upbringing and just how, like, shitty and abusive her mother is. And even though you don't like the mother, by the end of it, you don't really sympathize with her. She's still a piece of shit, but I mean, like, I don't know, you want her to be better. Or you want her to get eaten. Anyways, you're probably thinking that this is like the Babadook and that the monster is a metaphor, or that the real monster is the mom, or that, it was like the beast was conjured up by the girl's latent psychic abilities based on how she felt about the crummy parenting of her mom. There's nothing corny or cliche like that. No, it's just a straightforward monster. I mean, if there's any kind of metaphorical aspect to it in the movie like that, then I must have been zoning out and not paying attention. But I don't think it tried to do anything clever like that, which is good because, you know, I've seen that trick before. Like I said, we've all seen the Babadook. So that Duke don't spook anymore. Because we've seen that trick. But no, I like the straightforwardness of this movie. It was nothing too complicated or nothing too clever. It was just two characters with a conflict facing off with a monster. And it was dope. I think you've heard enough by now to know that you should see the movie if you feel like it. It was good. It was scary. It was spooky. It was some scary, spooky bullshit.